Fit and 10 Nation, it is day 28 of the Fit and 10 challenge. I just made some food today. I made some salmon. I batch made some salmon. I batch made some chicken and some broccoli. Well, actually, you know, the batch making of the broccoli, it's a big pot. I'll show it to you either today or tomorrow. It actually only lasts me a day, so it's not really batch making it. Anyways, I made a bunch of food. I'll show you that. I'm gonna start today with food of the day. Well, it's more like condiment or spice of the day or a melange. This is one of my favorites for adding to chicken. All right, so this is roasted garlic and pepper, and this has got basically a bunch of dehydrated vegetables in it. It does have a little bit of salt and sugar in there, but like, I mean, it's so small. Like, I mean, it's minuscule. So, I mean, if you put this in your recipes, you might get maybe 2 grams of carbs or something like that. It's really, really minimal. But this adds a lot of flavor. All right. So I just made a marinade. It's actually a new marinade. I'm going to try it out. I just sort of pieced it together off the top of my head. I did film it, so I'll show you that. But just to give you a quick little rundown, I put in basically about 2 tablespoons of mustard. I ran out of stevia, the sweetener stevia, so I used Splenda. I used 1 pack of Splenda. I put in about, I don't know, I'm gonna say about a tablespoon of this in. Okay, so quite a bit. I put in about 2 teaspoons of dried onion, and I put in about a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar and some black pepper, and I mix that all up and I apply it to the chicken. I will show you guys that video because I did film it. All right, so try this for your chicken. Okay, this, just put it this way, this with a sweetener is amazing. Okay, whether it goes on turkey or chicken, it could probably even go on fish. I haven't tried it on fish, but it could probably go on fish. But chicken and turkey, seriously, super, super, super good. Okay, if you like a little bit of sweetness on your meat. All right, questions. Deadlifts. Now, some of you don't know about stiff-legged deadlifts because we haven't shown you, but for those of you who are doing the classes in the challenge, you've been introduced to stiff-legged deadlifts. And you want to know the difference between stiff-leg deadlifts and traditional style. So the traditional style deadlift is the one that you've all seen in the manual. It's the one where you're picking the weight off the floor and your knees are slightly bent. And the stiff-leg deadlift is just as the name implies. You are basically completely straight at the legs. You're not locking out at the knees, but you're just before lockout and you're hinging the hips back more. So what is the difference between those two? Well, the stiff leg deadlift is going to target your hamstrings way more. Okay, in fact, if you don't know how to get your hamstrings sore, I will tell you, do a set of strenuous stiff-legged deadlifts for reps of 20, and your hamstrings will be sore the next day, okay? So you're getting a lot of hamstrings, a little bit of glutes, and certainly some lower back there, okay? Now with the deadlift, a regular deadlift, you are going to feel this much more through your back entirely, and your lats especially, because your lats play an important role in keeping the bar into your body. Essentially, when you're pulling the bar up from the floor on a regular deadlift, you're pulling that bar into your legs. That action is coming from pushing your shoulders down through your body, and the muscle at action there is your lats. Okay, so when you have a lot of weight in the bar, which a lot of you do, a lot of you probably have 100 pounds or more on the bar. Your lats have to do that work. Okay, certainly there's a little bit of leg work and certainly some hamstring work, but not as much hamstring as on a stiff leg. And there is, it's hard to say what has more glute activity. I would say probably the regular deadlift has more glute activity than the stiff. Okay, but in a nutshell, stiff-legged deadlifts, hamstrings. Regular deadlifts, more back in total. Okay, especially lats. All right. Why would you do one over the other? Well, you probably already answered your question. If you want to target your hamstrings more, you'll do stiff-legged deadlifts. And if you want to work more on your back, you'll do more of a regular or standard traditional style deadlift. When I have a stiff back, stiff hamstrings, like if my back's feeling tight and I'm supposed to deadlift, I will do stiff leg deadlifts just because it's a great active stretch. All right, hanging knees to chest. Do you do narrow or wide? What's the difference? Do you work different back muscles using wide or narrow grip? You're not really working your back on that, okay? So you're just hanging. So you're getting a stretch through your lats. Whether you go narrow grip or you go wide, you're getting a stretch through your lats. Your forearms are also working a fair amount on that because you're holding on to your body weight, basically. Your hands are obviously holding onto the bar with your body weight pulling on you, and so you're not really using your back on this, okay? Your back is just, your lats in particular are getting a good stretch. Now, which one would stretch your lats more? To be honest with you, I'm not sure. I can go by feel. They both stretch your lats really well. I mean, the position of the hand is different, so you're going to get a different kind of stretch in the lats on both of those, okay? Now, if you were to pull yourself up on either of those, you'd be using your lats. Okay, so if you're doing a pull-up, then you would be using your lats. Okay? All right. I can do, this person says I can do 15 knee to chest wide grip or maybe 12 with narrow grip. I did 6 to 7 toes to head with narrow grip. I didn't try with wide grip, but I'm assuming I can do more. Probably you can do more, since you can do more knees to chest with the wide grip. Should I max out on the toes to head and then move to knees to chest to complete the reps, or just max out on toes to head and then move to the next exercise? You can do either. I know that doesn't really answer your question, but listen, if you were to do toes to bar followed, so toes to bar till you fail and then go knees to chest, that's certainly going to be more intense. But maybe what you want to do if you want to really improve, well, you'll still improve your toes to bar just doing straight sets. But if you wanted to, if it were me and I wanted to improve my toes to bar, I'd probably just do straight sets and work on more volume, right? So doing like whatever I could do. If I could do 5 sets of 5, I would do that. Then I would try to work, whatever, 5, maybe 6 or 7 sets of 5, 8 sets of 5, maybe up to 10 sets of 5. And then try to work my way up to 6 reps, but maybe drop my total set count down to 4. And then just try to build up that way. Okay, so basically what you're doing is you're building overall volume with the movement. Okay, and you can apply that to all kinds of movements. Okay, wide grip or narrow grip, you can use either, whatever you feel better. I like to go wide grip because I feel a better stretch through my shoulders, and my shoulders tend to get tight. Okay. This person has more questions. I will wait till tomorrow because we are at 8.5 minutes here. Message of the day. Listen, here are 3 things to get out of your life. 3 things to get out of your life. People pleasing, living in the past, and perfectionism. Okay. So, certainly you are only doing this to help yourself, right? Maybe arguably indirectly you're helping other people because you will be a better version of yourself with this, and consequently you'll be able to help other people. But ultimately, sometimes people have an issue with people dieting and following some sort of strict regime. I'm not sure why, but they do, and I'm not saying that's the case in your life, but if it is, it doesn't matter. You're doing this for yourself, and that's all that matters, right? Living in the past. All right, so listen, if you struggled with your weight, if you struggled with all this, your past does not dictate what you're capable of today. Of course, I think you know that, right? Your past does not dictate what you're capable of today because you're making the right choices. You have the system, and all you have to do is follow it. It requires 0 talent, and anybody can do it. And perfectionism, well, you all know, I don't ask for perfectionism. I want you to try your best, though. Okay, and I want you to try to improve week to week. Okay? All right, so submit, commit, do what you got to do, you guys. 3 workouts, that is 3 weight training workouts, 3 cardiovascular sessions per week, the 25 minutes with the intervals. Make sure you look at your interval time and intensity. okay, because those change week to week. And also, I made a mistake with your mini goal. I'm going to send you guys your new mini goals. I don't know how the mini goals got all mixed up, but they did, and I apologize. Your mini goals got mixed up. I should have announced that in the beginning of this video, actually. So I will send you your new mini goals. My apologies. Doesn't change the system, okay? All right, we'll talk to you guys all soon. Come out tomorrow, 10:15, for our Fit in 10 workout, right? Fit in 10 workout. We're doing lower body tomorrow. Come on out, learn, and let us push you. All right, you guys, we'll talk to you all soon. Have a wonderful day. See ya.